That's right. Gene Fox from Dauphin Island is here. Gene, good to see you again.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's about this time we always have you on to start talking about all the big things going on Dauphin Island. And first things first, Mardi Gras rolling out this Saturday.
That's right. This Saturday is the Creux de la Dauphine, and next Saturday on the 12th is Creux de la Dauphine, and on the 19th we have the Island Mystics, the first two parades of the year.
First two parades of the year, and I think if the weather holds up, we're going to try to profile some of the floats that are going to be going on Friday that you can see on Saturday. So tune in for that as well. We want you to tune in right now for this delicious dish we're working on. What is it, Gene?
Well, it's carnival season, so let's eat something fattening.
Sure.
And, this is a Cajun pistol. You can either make them with crawfish or shrimp. Today we're going to make them with crawfish.
And some sausage, I see there?
Yeah, of course, andouille sausage and cheese and all the good stuff. And then we're going to put it inside the roll and we're going to deep fry it.
So it's going to be super healthy.
It's going to be super healthy.
All right, looking forward to that. What do we need to do to get started here?
All right, we have onion, bell pepper, garlic, and celery.
Okay.
We're going to get this going.
Yeah.
We've kind of pre-chopped this to save a little time.
Sure. Yeah, that all ready to go. It just hit that pot and it was like bzzz, sizzling away.
That's right, and you just want to kind of get it clear, not too much more.
Okay.
And let me turn this up here.
Some people might say that's sweating the vegetables.
Yes, that's right. Okay, I'm not a kitchen professional such as yourself. But
I've learned a few things here on Studio 10 over the years.
And we'll go ahead and add the sausage.
Okay.
And it's a real easy recipe. Most of the stuff's really already cooked other than sweating the vegetables, as it were. And all we're going to do is get it hot and get the flavors together.
All right.
And next we'll add our crawfish, which is pre-cooked, just for regular old crawfish tails.
Sure. And of course, it's always better if you can have fresh crawfish.
That's right. If you've got the time to pick them, boil them yourself and pick them. They're just that much better.
Sure. And, you know, while you're doing that, talk about what makes Mardi Gras season on Dauphin Island so much fun.
You know what? Dauphin Island on Mardi Gras on Dauphin Island is great. It's just a different experience than Mobile. There's no barricades. It's easier to find somewhere to park, and it's just easy.
Kind of a more laid-back atmosphere.
Bring the family and pick out a spot on the median there and sit in the grass and watch the parades go by. You know, it's pet friendly. If you have a friendly dog, put them on a leash and bring them on down. Bring a picnic or stop on the way on the island and get something to eat and just make a day of it.
Wow, sounds like a great time. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to continue to work on that, and we'll come back. And when we come back, we're going to start stuffing these pistolets, I hear.
That's right.
All right, sounds like a good plan, guys.
Things are sizzling and smelling great here in our great kitchen set. On Studio 10, we have Gene Fox from the Dauphin Island Chamber of Commerce joining us. And we're cooking something with a little Mardi Gras flair to it.
That's right. We're making Cajun pistolets. We started with onion, bell pepper, celery, and we added some andouille sausage and some crawfish. And we're going to add green onion. We don't want to cook those too long.
Okay.
And all we're going to do is just a little bit, about half a cup of evaporated milk.
Make it nice and creamy.
And cheese.
Oh, make it even creamier.
And I'm using half Velveeta and half pepper jack.
You can use any cheese and I would be happy.
That's right.
Love cheese.
And all we're going to do now is just let it melt, and then it's done.
Okay.
And once it's done, we want to set it aside to cool, even put it in the refrigerator. It's a little bit easier to work with. And I've got a little bit we went ahead and made and cooled down.
It looks good. This is something you could put on little rolls and then take them down to Dauphin Island for the Mardi Gras parades that are coming up.
That's right. You know, you can wrap them in foil when they come out of the fryer and throw them in a cooler to keep them warm, and take them with you.
Yeah, I like that idea because, you know, you want to make a day out of it when you go down to the parades. One this Saturday, one next Saturday. Go hang out with your friends, your family, have some good food and some drinks. Now, what are you doing here?
All right, now we're going to use pistolet rolls, and this is essentially just French bread in a little roll form, and you can buy them at the grocery store, your favorite baker, and they're kind of bake and serve rolls, so they're not already browned. You just take a knife and make a little slit and kind of hollow them out, make them look like Pac-Man.
Okay.
And once you've got a little hole there in them, you just nice and easy fill them on up with your stuffing.
And again, that's the mixture that we have here. Do I need to stir this?
Yeah,
Is
you
it-
should stir
okay.
that. You stir.
It looks like it's starting to kind of stick to the bottom. We don't want that.
Okay. And once he's stuffed on up there, we've got our oil right at 375 degrees. You want it a little bit hotter than 350.
Okay.
So the bread doesn't get soggy. And watch out now.
Okay,
This
it's
might-
going to pop. Backing up.
And he'll just float in there, and you cook him about 3 minutes, a minute and a half each side until he gets nice and brown, and then you eat them.
Very nice. So we have the Mardi Gras parades coming up again, one this weekend, one next weekend, both on Saturday. Then big gumbo cook-off.
That's
coming
right. The Gumbo Festival this year, you know, we expanded it to be a 3-day event.
Wow.
And so there'll be everything from cooking demonstrations and meat chefs on Friday evening. We'll have our big traditional gumbo cook-off on Saturday, and then we'll have all sorts of things through the weekend and some additional things on Sunday. Live music all weekend. March 22nd to the 24th coming up quick.
So you can go ahead and mark your calendars. Yeah, time is just flying. So good to go ahead and put that on the calendar, because before we know it, Mardi Gras will be over and it'll be time to go back to the island again for the big gumbo celebration, the festival. So when we come back, we'll see how these turn out, and you can grab the recipe in the meantime when you go to our Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. It smells fantastic.
All right, back in their great kitchen set with Gene Fox from Dauphin Island. We are using our Thermador cooktop to its fullest capacity today. Gene, tell the folks what we've been working on.
We've been making Mardi Gras style Cajun pistols. It's crawfish, sausage, cheese stuffed inside of a pistolette roll and deep fried.
And deep fried. Sounds so good, and a lot going on Dauphin Island coming up here starting this Saturday and continuing on for the next couple of months. Gene, I'm going to take a bite. I want to try this out and tell the folks all about it.
This Saturday, Crew de la Dauphine, Mardi Gras Parade on Dauphin Island. Next Saturday, the Island Mystics. And then coming up, March 22nd to the 24th, the Gumbo Festival. I hope you'll have me back to make some gumbo before then.
Sure, of course. This is so good. Now, you were telling me before we entered here that you just had this a couple weeks ago and you loved it so much you had to find out how to make it.
That's it. A friend of mine took me to lunch, and I loved it so much I stopped at the Walmart, spent $50 on the way home, and spent the whole night just wrecking my kitchen to figure out how to make it.
Well, I tell you what, you did a fantastic job. These are great, and Gene's recipe for this is online on fox10tv.com. A lot going on Dauphin Island coming up. We hope you guys come out for the Mardi Gras Parade on Saturday. And remember, I think we're going to have a preview of that parade here on Friday on Studio 10 if it all works out. Gene, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
Great stuff, guys. We'll be right back with more Studio 10.